Tensions escalated in Delhi as a protest against the city's worsening air pollution turned violent at India Gate. Demonstrators demanding urgent action on toxic air clashed with police officials while carrying posters of dead CPI Maoist member, dead Naxal Madhvi Hidma. Now, as per Delhi police officials, some agitators even used pepper spray, injuring several cops as they refused to vacate the site. An FIR has been registered. Police has arrested 15 protesters for attacking policemen as they discharged their duty. Authorities are now probing how the controversial Hidma posters made their way at the protest site. BJP has slammed the attack on the police, calling it yet another attempt by quote-unquote loony left to back Naxalism, hiding behind the cover of activism.
ये कुछ 50-60 प्रोटेस्टर आए थे इंडिया गेट के अंदर। उन लोगों को बताया गया कि इंडिया गेट एक डेजिग्नेटेड प्रोटेस्ट साइट नहीं है। अगर प्रोटेस्ट करना है तो जंतर मंतर पे आप अप्लाई करके प्रोसीजर फॉलो करके आप वहां पे प्रोटेस्ट की परमिशन ले सकते हैं, लेकिन इस विषय में वो नहीं माने और उन्होंने बैरिकेड तोड़ते हुए सी हेक्सागन के अंदर जो मेन रोड है उस रोड को ब्लॉक किया, जिसपे भी उनको काफी रिक्वेस्ट की गई कि पीछे काफी एम्बुलेंस और जो लोगों को अपने घर जाना है इमरजेंसी में, उन लोगों को परेशानी हो रही है। जो लोग थे जिनको समस्या उत्पन्न हो रही थी सिविलियंस को, उनको उनमें काफी उग्र हो रहे थे, उनमें काफी परेशानी उनको हो रही थी, जिससे हमें लग रहा था कि वो लोग आए भी और उनके अंदर स्कफल हो सकता है, वो झगड़ा कर सकते हैं, मारपीट की संभावना। तो इसलिए उनको जो लोग प्रोटेस्ट पे बैठे हुए थे उनको हमने रोड के साइड में किया। प्रोटेस्टर्स ने पुलिस के साथ झगड़ा किया, जिसमें कुछ पुलिस पर्सनल्स के साथ हाथापाई में पुलिस पर्सनल्स को भी इंजरी आई है।
हिडमा एक आदिवासी व्यक्ति हैं जिन्होंने अपने हक के लिए हथियार उठाए थे। नाउ पीपल कैन डिसएग्री विद दैट मेथड। वो कह सकते हैं कि ये तरीका गलत है, लेकिन वो यह नहीं कह सकते कि जिस कारण से आदिवासियों को हथियार उठाने पड़ रहे हैं अपने हक के लिए लड़ने के लिए, वो गलत है। कॉर्पोरेटाइजेशन के खिलाफ जो लड़ाई है वो लड़ाई आदिवासियों की है, वो जल जंगल जमीन की लड़ाई है और उसके हक में नारे लगाना को एंटी नेशनल नहीं कहा जा सकता और उसके लिए इस टाइप की रिप्रेशन लोगों पे नहीं की जा सकती। जल जंगल जमीन की लड़ाई के लिए नारे लगना एनवायरनमेंट से बहुत ही क्लोजली कनेक्टेड है। ये जल जंगल जमीन की जो लड़ाई है, जो कॉमन मासेस की लड़ाई है, और साथ में जो इस टॉक्सिक एयर के खिलाफ वो लड़ाई इंट्रिकेटली जुड़ी हुई है। ये बहुत जुड़ी हुई लड़ाई है।
My colleague Anshul Singh is with me on the broadcast. Anshul, whatever the protesters might say, police must be really worried that a outlawed Naxal member, Madhvi Hidma, protesters in support of him, came up at this anti-pollution protest.
Well, yes, this entire protest that started in the garb of pollution eventually turned polluted in itself. Initially, the slogans that were being raised were regarding the toxic levels of high pollution levels out here in the national capital. But eventually, the slogans suddenly changed, and the name of Hidma started to come up. Posters of Hidma were being raised over there, and then eventually the scuffle between the police and the so-called protesters started at that point in time. In that, several police officers also got injured. Pepper spray and chili powder spray was done on them, due to which several police officers had to sustain injuries, which were eventually treated at the RML hospital. At this point in time, the Delhi police has gone ahead and arrested at least 15 protesters under charges of obstruction of proving to be obstructing the duty of a government officer. And within the next few hours, it is expected that all these 15 protesters will be produced in front of the Patiala House Court, where it is likely that the Delhi police could seek further custody for interrogation, because there is this larger conspiracy angle that is being looked into, that these protesters who came over there to protest against the rising level of pollutions without having requisite permissions, and suddenly the manner in which the slogans changed from pollution to in support of Naxalism out here, that is something that is being looked into, that is something that is being investigated by the Delhi police at this point.
Anshul, do we know anything about the background of the protesters who are under scanner?
Well, yes, most of them are students. They are studying in different colleges out here in the national capital. Most of them have clear affiliations with left-back organizations, but the exact background of the students is something that the Delhi police is still looking into. They are still verifying the backgrounds, because these students, what sources have told us, because these students are not cooperating in the investigation to the extent that they are not even ready to tell their names to the police officers who have detained them and are trying to ask questions to them. So hence, it is becoming very difficult for them to actually go ahead and look at the exact background of these students. But yes, most of them are students students who are studying in different universities of the national capital, and they have the backing of several left-leaning student organizations out here in the national capital.
Right, Anshul Singh, thank you so much. Anshul there keeping an eye as the police investigation proceeds. Like Anshul was reporting, 15 people have been detained, mostly students who are affiliated to left organizations at their respective university, likely to be produced in court shortly, and police could seek further custody to understand how this anti-pollution protest was hijacked. Let's move on.